All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is your favorite warlock, practicing necromancer and archbishop. So, today I wanted to reply to a lot of individuals that I've seen on Facebook in the groups, and several individuals on other people's channels that have been asking about how do you protect yourself from sorcery. Okay, what can I do to cleanse my home of negative energies, put up protection barriers, things, that you normally would want to learn about. So today I'm going to teach you some of this stuff. Okay. So the first thing, let's talk cleansing. Okay. One of the biggest thing that you can use, and it's very cheap, you can go into your local grocery store and get sea salt. Okay. Sea salt is a purifying agent. And this is also one of the various tools that you're going to do and actually use when you set up a protection bubble, especially if you're pagan or Wiccan. Okay. You should know that. All right. Especially if you're more advanced, which some of you claim you are. So I'm just saying, you should already know this. This is a rookie thing. So, anyways, so you can use white sage. White sage is a purifying agent. It literally cancels everything out. You can use sound waves. Okay, I'm talking the Buddhist bowls. The singing bowls that you tap and it goes. You know what I'm saying? These things can also help set the mood. It can also harmonize your home and the energies in your home. Okay, it's the same thing with quartz crystals. The bigger they are, the more you want to make sure, and you'll need a compass for this because you definitely want to make sure that you place these quartz crystals in the four cardinal directions. Okay, because when you do this, you're going to be going through a couple of bowls. Okay, I recommend at least three because you're going to be using earth, water, and guess what? Fire. Okay. Now, the good thing about this is that you can actually eliminate one of these bowls and make it into two. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. I'm not going to show it to you. I'm just going to tell you. Okay. Now, you're going to need, normally would need three, like I said, but like I said, you're only going to need two. So you're going to need the earth and the water. Okay. So, earth, I would recommend if you are practicing dark arts practitioner. Okay. I'm talking Satanism, dark paganism, necromancy, okay? Even Brua or Brua, Haitian Boudan, even, if you will. You might want to check into graveyard dirt, okay? This you can align this around your home, and it sets up a great little barrier of death. You can charge it with crystals and stuff like that, but inside the home is a whole nother thing, okay? A lighter, okay? Or in this case, homemade candle. Few years back, I had the honor of staying with some monks. Okay, some monks about 30-minute drive from here. Okay, from where I'm currently at. They had a monastery that was set up there, and they used to have this soup kitchen where they literally sold beer. I kid you not, chocolate beer, the best fucking brewed beer you'll ever have. Okay, I kid you not. These monks were Catholic. They were Roman Catholic. But still, nice guys. They didn't give a shit what religion you were, and they let you stay there. And I always did, when I went there, I did some work around their property, because I did a lot of landscaping in the past. So they had some stuff that they needed taken care of. So it was a win win for me. I got to be out in nature, I got to commune out in nature with them and literally walk the trails, meditate on the trails, and in between, I just gave them a list of stuff that they would need. Okay, and I just did the work as I was going down the line, all the way around their property. Okay, so like I said, I mean, they fed me, they housed me for like 3 days. It was like 2 3 days, just the weekend. Great time to relax, much needed after a long, long decade of not having, a vacation. So the monks looked at me and said, "Hey, we got a whole bunch of these homemade candles. Do you want them?" And I said, "Sure, I'll take them." So guess what? I ended up with an entire box of these things. And these are the old school method candles. I'm talking the ones made with honey, okay, and wax. Love this stuff. Okay, a white candle lit represents purity. It represents the firing cleansing of purifying techniques. Okay, so that's one thing that you can do right there is fire. Okay, with a white candle. Take a cereal bowl, just a regular cereal bowl. You can have it black if you have it. They have them in coal. What is it? The plastic coal gray looking ones. You can get the black ceramic. Even if you want a white cereal bowl, you can pick those up too. I mean, just about anywhere has them, as far as I can tell. And you want to fill it about halfway with water. Okay. And like I said, you can put two bowls into one. So add sea salt. Okay. This way, you can flick it in the rooms. You're getting the salt, the earth. You're getting the water elements, and all you have to do is go to the four corners, cleanse it. Each room. I would recommend that if you work with spirits, energies, and currents and stuff, make sure to leave at least one window open, and this is why. When I lived in Clarksville, Texas, and this was about a decade ago, okay, before I came to Maine, is I was living with a couple pagans, neo pagans, and they were doing their little pagan ritual around the house, and I was doing the satanic one, the cleansings and everything, just setting it up in the name of Lucifer and Beelzebub, Astaroth, the unholy triumvirate. Okay, and they were doing the elements, and it was awesome because they were taking care of the outside, I was taking the inside, and so we ended up going room to room, literally room to room, and we left this one window open, and it was in the back corner. It was what later became my bedroom. Okay, and it was interesting because of the fact that once we got into that room and started cleansing it, we had already done the rest of the house. We've done the air, we've done the water, the fire. Okay, and here we're doing the earth. Okay, and we're blessing the room. We're blessing the house, each room, and finally ending up in this room. And as soon as we did this, it was, I kid you not, it was like whatever spirit was there or spirits just went straight out that window, and it was like a fucking buckshot. Okay. I'm talking, it cracked the window. It was that that much of a force leaving this apartment, this house. So sea salt and water. You cleanse the water. You can, if you really want to get into the rites of exorcism, it's another way of doing it. You're still going to be mixing the sea salt and the water together if you're doing it that way. You're blessing the water either way. So guess what? That's two bowls into one. So then you have the earth bowl, okay, and that just basically leaves fire and water. Now, if you have like a tea leaf candle, you're gonna want that bowl because you're not gonna want to hold that in the palm of your hand unless you're a pyromancer, okay, and you're used to sticking your hands in the fire, okay. Trust me, I've had people wonder how I can reach into a boiler and not feel the heat, okay. So, and I'm talking a good 150-degree wood, temperature wise in that wood boiler, and I'm sitting there moving wood with my bare hands. amongst the flames. So you want to do the air and you want to do the fire, and then the other two in the that one bowl. Now, let's say for an example, you want to go with something more like cinnamon sticks. Okay, cinnamon is a great cleanser, and also smells good when it's burning. I mean, right up front, it smells a little charcoaly, but once it starts going, smells magnificent. Okay, you can also get this from these guys from your local grocery store. Okay, these type of candles, you can get them in red. You can get them in this kind of a bluish gray color. You can get them. What was that other color? White. You can get the little pillar candles, about yay high for like $4. I think it's like $4 or $5 for a total of half a dozen to a dozen. Same exact thing. You can also get the bigger candles, different colors. Works marvelously. Okay. Either way, you want to have the candles. Great way, old school cleansing. Now, what's interesting here is that Nag Champa is a great cleansing tool. Smells awesome when it's burning. This is one of my favorites. I love this particular incense. Patchouli is another. And what's interesting here is patchouli is also associated with death, much like lavender and sandalwood and amber. Love amber and I love sandalwood as well. But you can actually get these. Okay. These are great incense that you can use to help cleanse your home and purify it. Now, with that said, okay, let's talk protection bubbles. I once said this in a past video how I used to, travel the nation a lot. Okay, I spent I don't know how much money, thousands of dollars, and then some, especially on my mother's dime because she's helped me get back some of the times. And it was interesting because up until I lived in Red River County, Clarksville, Texas, okay, and Red River County basically goes from Mount Pleasant to Texarkana to Paris, okay, Texas. Okay, and this is about an hour and a half to 2 hours east of Dallas, Texas. Okay, now this is what I refer to as Hicksville. Okay, and there's a reason for that because up until this point, I have never known religious discrimination. I've had people try to convert me, try to tell me that I'm on the wrong path, that I'm going to go to hell, and all that shit. Okay, we all deal with that. Okay, but up until this point, this is 20 years in the making. I have never been met with such hatred, disdain, attempted violence, criminal threatening. Okay, they threatened to burn down the house that I was living in. Took out protection orders so that you can't go onto any of their properties. That means you can't go to churches, you can't go to cemeteries and stuff like that. Okay, even if you wanted to get a job at the funeral home, which was one of the main businesses that was the only place in the county that was actually hiring at the time, you couldn't get into that. Okay, so they basically tried limiting your way of getting a job. Okay, to support yourself in your home, trying to force you out, basically, which is religious discrimination. And then we found that they were spreading, the Catholic Church was spreading rumors about us. Okay, not in the right order either. And like I said, I've talked about that in past videos, so I'm not going to get into that one. But this goes into setting up a protection bubble, okay, around your home or your apartment. And I'll be doing this a little bit later because it is that time. It's a little over that time. And I recommend at least once every 3 months to do it. So, anyways, we used to have these people, these arrogant fucktards, walk across our lawn. I mean, they'd be in spitting distance of our windows. Okay, they've egged out the home. They threatened to burn the house down. Um, and it was this type of religious discrimination, this hostile, just violence type stuff that I'm talking about. You need protection from, and I hope you don't reach that level of where you actually find a group of people like that, because it was baffling. It was kind of like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? You know, and they don't go by the laws. I mean, people have told me that people have gone missing, been charged with false stuff, the whole king caboodle. Okay, so the fact that it went to Paris PD, which ended up getting back down to Clarksville Sheriff's Department, which is why they actually stepped up to do something. Okay, so my friends and I, my former friends, I should say, and I got together and was like, you know what, it's time to put up some barriers, protection. So after we cleansed the place, we went around. We went down to Paris to Walmart, picked up some incense, and you have dragon's blood, frankincense, and myrrh. Okay. Now, if you can't find them in the stick, go for the charcoal. It does the exact same thing. Okay. But all you need is one stick of each, all three of these. Okay. Just one stick apiece. You'll need one stick of frankincense, dragon's blood, and myrrh. Okay. Now, it doesn't matter what your religion is. Okay. All you need to do is go to every entrance into your home. That means sinks, tubs, vents, windows, doors, even the archways within your home. Okay. You can do the inverted cross and do incantations, like say Latin, in nomine di nostri satanae luciferi excelsi, for an example, and have that will, projecting your will, and really putting up that barrier as you're going in, or you can start at your altar room and work outward. Either way works. You, there's no really wrong way or right way to do it. You just go in and do it. You can do an inverted cross. You can do the 666 type thing. Whatever symbol you want to make that you're comfortable with doing. Okay, it's very easy, very cheap. Okay, I think everything that I've just shown you, I paid maybe roughly around $14 just from what I just showed you, minus this one, because this one was given to me by some monks. But everything else, from the sea salt to the candle, the gray candle, to the cinnamon sticks or the ground cinnamon, to the incense and the charcoal, literally roughly around 14, $15. That's it. That's all I spent for it. Okay, because these ones here are roughly about $1. Same thing with these. So you're looking at probably about $4 for one, about $3 to $4 for one of them. You're looking at roughly about $4, $5 for one of these, and these are roughly about $2, $3. These are literally about $2 and I think 35 cents area. So yeah, roughly about $15 total. Very cheap, very easy, and like I said, you just go around your home. I would recommend doing the cleansing first. Take a purifying bath, to cleanse yourself. Your you can even, if you're comfortable with doing it, give your cats and your pets a bath as well. Purify them. You can do this to your car. You can do this to your home. You can do this around your entire property, because as soon as we put this up, it was hilarious. All these people that would walk across our lawn, we'd watch them coming down the road, and instead of cutting straight across our lawn by our windows, they literally cut across to the other side of the street, walked past our home, and then cut back to our side of the street. I kid you not. It was so funny. We're just sitting there like, yep, they probably didn't even realize what they had just done. And so so yeah, this is stuff that you can do that's very easy, it's cost efficient, and you can get it just about anywhere. I mean, you can go to Mexicani Blues for an example. You can go to Walmart. You can go to Hobby Lobbies. You can go to any metaphysical shop, worldwide and get it. Okay, very very easy to employ, and all you need to know is the technique of projecting your will. That's it. Your intent is all that matters in this. Very easy. All right. You don't have to meditate. You don't have to do a big, exaggerated ritual. I've known people I've given this to that has literally set up a protection barrier over a 2 to 3 acre property. Okay. They've never had any violent intent there. Phylacteries such as amulets and talismans. I made a talisman for a sister of mine. I think it was last year. Okay, it was just phylactery. Something you fit into your purse or your pocket and just head up, down the road. But because of where she goes, there's a lot of hostile people, things that would either get her attacked or killed even. Okay, so I ended up setting up this phylactery. I charged it, I created it, and I sent it down to her. And day before yesterday, I think it was yesterday or the day before, she sends me a message and she says that she still carries that and it's kept her out of harm's way with issues and situations that probably would have left her dead. Okay, so that's another way to go. And like I said, you can go to like Walmart, anywhere that sets up, how should I say this, oven baked clay. All you need is graveyard dirt, ash, and your blood. You know, that's it. Very easy. You don't need much, just enough to, you know, put it in, mix it in, bake it. Then you got to paint it. You got to put symbology on it. Be it a seal of some kind, and or a symbol of some kind, like say the alchemical symbol for transmutation. You can go through the inverted pentagram for protection. Empowering your own power. Whatever you need to do, it's there. Okay, it is there. I mean, you can go into runes and the magical alphabet. They're good for healing. They're good for protection. I recommend the Gilderbach, for an example. Icelandic witchcraft. Okay, very very powerful runes. Okay, Norse runes, pagan runes, the witch's alphabet, same exact thing. It's there. It works. It just comes down to your intent. Okay, and like I said, I made this little phylactery about like so by about so. Painted the symbol on it. I painted the whole thing black. White, white. I painted the symbol white. Charged it up with protection. I put a lot of energy into that, and then I shipped it down to her before she left, and she ended up getting it before she left for to go on her trip. And from what she was saying in that message she sent me just either yesterday or the day before, is that she still carries it to this day and it is still protecting her. And that is a good thing. Okay. So, like I said, these are some simplistic things that you can do that will benefit you. Okay. Your home, your pets, your family. I recommend quartz crystals. I recommend cornelia to you. I recommend black jade to you, and a few others that you can look into as well. So I hope that helps you. Hope it answers a lot of your questions, and even gave you some examples from my personal background and experiences. And like I said, I hope you don't find yourself in one of those situations because it sucks. All right. But I got to get going because I'm the practice dummy at my better half school. Yeah. Speaking of blood sorcery, I'm the human pincushion. Yay. Okay. But okay, maybe I'm the only one excited about this. I don't know. But anyways, um, have a good one, and until next time, I want to thank everybody for jumping on here with me, from Mother Eldritch to Shadow Man. For those of you who are liking what I'm putting forth, feel free to hit that little button, that notification button. You know, the what do you call that thing? That subscribe button, if you want to. It's up to you. No one's twisting your arm. That way, you're always going to be notified when I jump on here. All right. Have a good one. And until next time, I'm out.